Well, another big storyline here is the relationship between KD and, of course, Russell Westbrook. Things did not go so well in Oklahoma City when they were on the same court last time, guys. But on Sunday, they'll be teammates. Jason, do you think that things are going to get better when they're in the same locker room, or not so much?
Well, if you look at Russell Westbrook, he's a throwback. He's what we all were in our younger years. I mean, it was competitive. We get after each other, and I don't care if we used to play on each other's team. We're not on each other's team now. And so it's a rivalry. I mean, they'll be in that locker room, but Russ will be trying to go for MVP. I don't know if KD so much so, but I don't think any words will be said to each other.
So you think just silent treatment?
Being in the locker room All-Star Weekend seven times, I don't see this relationship getting any better.
Really?
Reason being, because you can avoid, these guys in the locker room because you have your little crew that you're cool with, that you can spend time with in the locker room and have conversations with. Even on the basketball court, you don't have to talk to him. And I don't suspect that Steve is going to put these guys in the game at the same time. No way he could do that. That's too much pressure put on both of those guys.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he wants to make an uncomfortable situation for his guy. I mean, forget about Russ. He doesn't want his guy to be uncomfortable. But we talked about this before. If you're going to be a fifth with those four guys when they play at the same time, it's not going to be Russell Westbrook. It's going to be either Anthony Davis or DeMarcus Cousins, because he's going to do the
recruiting.
He's going to do the Suge Knight. If you're tired of your owner being all up in the video, your general manager all up in the video, come to death row. We'll pass you the ball.
I mean, look, Steve's done it before. You mentioned that.
That's what he did with KD.
Right?
He played
KD with his guys so that he could say, look how easy this could be. And then sure enough, in that Hamptons visit, he was like, oh, see, remember that?
Not flying with Wes.
Yeah,
He's throwback, man.
I don't think it is going to happen with Russ. I did mention to Steve Kerr that you had suggested this last time I saw Steve, and a little light bulb went up over his head, so we could see a little boogie recruitment policy.
That wasn't me, that was him.
We'll find out. Draymond Green had an interesting night last night. Normally a game against Boogie Cousins, you think that's where the texts are coming, but no. He gets called for a foul here. He is frustrated, and boy, had some choice words, and that earned him his second tech and got shown out the door. Afterward, we heard Steve Kerr actually express some concern here. You can play that. Take a listen.
We love Draymond. He plays with an edge, and we need that edge. In many ways, he kind of represents our toughness and our energy. And it's we struggle sometimes. Without him to bring the energy. That wasn't the case tonight. Obviously, without him, we stepped up in the third quarter. But Draymond, he's always going to play on that edge, and tonight he crossed the edge, and we need him to walk that line. And we don't want to take away that chip on his shoulder, but we need him on the floor too.
Tracy, I feel like we've been talking about this since the finals last year, right?
We have. I mean,
too much of an edge, gets suspended, not enough edge, not good for the Warriors. Where's the line?
Well, the positive thing about this only his 11th tech, so he has some.
Only 11th tech?
We're at the All-Star break. You get suspended at 16.
Listen, Draymond, save him for the playoffs. Look, the guy's edgy. He plays, hard every night, plays with great passion. He has to control this. We've been talking about this for the last 2 years. And, it's safe to say that he probably cost them their second championship last season when he got suspended in Game 5. So he has to look at this. It's great to play with that type of fire, but he has to control his emotions when he's out there because his team needs him.
I echo everything Trace said. This is the same kind of stuff that gets you suspended from the finals. And look, if we have to blur out your mouth, you said some bad stuff. I mean, very clearly, if we have to actually blur your mouth out.
We're all grown-ups here. It's okay. I mean, on the court, though, Draymond always says it makes a difference. We've seen him firing up KD recently, and Kevin has said, I needed that. I needed someone to yell and holler. You have been the emotional center of many of the teams you've been on. What is that like to be that person?
It's tough because it's a fine line. I mean, you never want to cost your ball club an opportunity to win. I did it in a playoff series. I mean, easily we had the Spurs on the ropes. I get suspended for Game 5. They come back and beat us in Game 6. We have to go down there and play in Game 7 on their floor. They're the defending champions. Luckily, we got out of there with the victory. But, I mean, when you're the emotional leader, you do have to control yourself at times. It's still the regular season, though, so it doesn't mean too much.
Now, Draymond has said he has put behind him what happened in last year's finals, but the way you're talking about that, do you ever really put it behind you?
Never.
Yeah.
You never put it behind you.
You always feel like you're responsible.
You always are responsible, but hey, that's the edge and the chip he plays with.
Welcome back to New guest here, the Milwaukee Bucks young stud, the Greek freak,
He is a
Giannis
stud.
Antetokounmpo. How did I do, by the way?
You did great.
Did I do
Pronounce it.
good?
You did great.
Pronounce
All
it,
right.
'cause I can't.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay.
Boom. That's it. We're
not
gonna
even gonna
freeze
try it.
and play that video over and over again for everyone. Tracy, how much do we brag on this kid on the show every day?
Often.
Right?
Often. I love him.
When you took off from basically the free throw line the other night, we just kind of replayed that on the loop for a while. What does it feel like to be able to do that?
You know, I'm really not conscious about it, but it feels great. Whenever I see, plays like that, to be honest with you, I'm not even amazed. But by seeing,
I like him already.
by seeing him, my teammates and the family being amazed, just
That's
makes me feel
crazy,
It's
man.
pretty good. I mean, come on. And then you must get your phone must blow up, right? With people sending you the video or friends of yours texted and stuff like
good.
that.
There was always my friends sending me videos. And
Did you ever think about getting in the dunk contest?
I did 2 years ago, and I was bad. I was terrible. But I might do it in the future.
Yeah,
You know.
you get more cracks at it. You gotta feel your way. And this guy used to be able to dunk kind of okay.
I know. I saw a lot of clips about him.
Now we have to talk about the other man sitting at the end of the desk here, your vet,
Jet.
Oh, man.
Jason Terry.
Be careful, man.
Great bet to have on your team, by
Right?
the way.
Obviously,
Unbelievable bet.
we know
Yeah.
you're very lucky to be under his tutelage. But I would like a Jason Terry story. Could you
Jason Terry
tell me a little
story.
telling Jason Terry here.
I'm going to talk about the fines, Jay.
What you got?
So whenever we're late or whenever we do something wrong on the court or like we're not boxing out, he will always get fined by Jet. Not by the team, by Jet.
By Jet.
And it's instant, right then. Not paying attention in the huddle.
Right.
Get a play.
Not
Out
with
of the timeout.
Not with your jersey.
how do you
Giannis,
keep-
where does
how
that
do you
money
keep-
go?
It goes in the pot, and you got the opportunity to shoot for it. We always
Oh,
shoot.
nice.
The whole team?
Yeah, the whole team. We shoot half-court shots after every shootout.
What's the most has been in that pot? Because I know we used to do games like that, and that pot can get real big.
Right now, 4,000.
Yep.
Oh.
Big one.
I was practicing for that shot.
I'm gonna tell y'all fans that 4,000 ain't nothing, in the NBA money.
I don't know.
Don't tell them that.
Seems like it would be perfectly fine to me. I would be just
4,000.
fine with it. I
not
would be
tell them
just
that.
fine with it. What
That's
have
a
you
little
got?
teapot.
What have you gotten fined for? That's sort of the most silly. You roll your eyes
Oh,
at.
2 days ago, I got fined because I'm an all-star. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. I told him, Jet, why did he find me? He just told me, you're an all-star. You got it. Okay.
Are you nervous at all to play in the All-Star game? You're going to get in that locker room and you're going to look around the room. It's going to be kind of crazy.
No, I'm not nervous at all. I think it's going to be a great experience. Being able to play next to LeBron James, DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler, Curry. It's just a learning experience. I'm a student of the game, and I just want to learn as much as possible I can from the best player in the league.
Are you a student of the game? Because
am.
I heard that when you first started playing for Jason Kidd, you weren't quite sure of
Oh yeah, I was going.
his NBA highlights.
I was going through puberty.
Okay. Which
I
I'm
was
sure
19.
you have reminded Jason of many, 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 many times.
I was 19.
But Trace, I believe this is a true story, right? That you
Yeah.
had to look up on your phone. Did someone tell you? They said, oh, he was pretty good?
No. He was just hard on me, and I think he was just hard on me because he expects a lot from me. So, yeah, the first year I played under him, he was just hard, and I went. You guys know this story. I went to Google and to YouTube and see his
Like,
highlights.
this guy really,
How good he really was.
Does he
huh?
really deserve to give me?
He was
Bad boy.
really good.
Yeah.
So I just said, zip it. Don't talk too much. Just listen and get better every day.
You watch this play out, I assume.
All the time. I mean, you see how these young kids do you. He ain't even know. He ain't even
One
know.
of the greatest point guards ever.
In the history.
Ever.
How do you see the relationship between J. Kidd and him?
Oh, it's phenomenal. What the Milwaukee Bucks coaching staff does is, they get young talent like Giannis, Thon Maker,
Jabari.
and Jabari, and they mold them. They teach them. It's a constant teaching ground every single day for these guys to get better. And that's what you have to do when you have young talent in this league. Many organizations don't do it with their young talent.
Well, they're going to have to learn how to do it in today's game because of this new CBA and being able to keep these guys because they're going to make so
Right.
much money staying with their original team. So, yeah, they better know how to develop that young talent.
I mean, you're watching Thon Maker develop, and really the Bucks have said, Howard Beck had a great article on Bleacher Report about how working with you has sort of let them now have a model for now working with Thon, and how do you see that? Do you kind of a mentor to him?
Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing Thon Maker getting better every day. It's unbelievable. So I see myself in him. He's a lot talented than me when I came to the league. But
Seriously?
Yeah, no joke. But the thing that is most impressive about him is his work ethic.
Yeah.
He works hard. He works really hard every day.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, you see him every day too, Jet, right?
Yeah, no question. I mean, the basketball IQ of Thon Maker, we kid him all the time. You tell us your birthday is January 1st, what year? And he's like, and he says he's like 19, but
Thon
the kid's
Maker
like 26.
30. He's
right,
like 30.
You gave him 30.
He looks like 30. But I played with Dikembe Mutombo when he was 40. I swear he was like 55.
But his basketball IQ is off the charts. He's calling out defensive coverages. He knows where he's supposed to be, and his teammates.
Well, everybody's going to have to step up a little now. You're without Jabari. What was it like for you to watch, again, him get hurt, all the frustration?
No, it's tough. It's tough not having Jabari. This is the second time this happened. I know that Jabari is mentally tough, and he's going to get back soon and a lot better. But for our team, I think guys are stepping up right now. We lost a great player, but we got a great player. We got Chris back, and guys like Beasley, Mirza, Thon Maker, they're stepping up, and we're playing good basketball right now. So that's good for us.
You feel you got to elevate your play a little bit more having Jabari out?
No, I talked when that happened. I talked with Jason, and he told me I just got to do what I was doing all year, and he said guys gonna step up. And that's what I'm going to try to do, just try to play hard, try to do whatever it takes to win.
We've watched your transition, and obviously playing point I mean, you're blowing a lot of people's mind with the way you're doing it. What is it like for you to be playing that position?
For me, I love it. Since I was little, I was always talented and making plays. So, I think when Jay Kidd came to the team and saw me in practice, he saw the talent in me, and he trusted me with the ball in my hand. So that's what I like to do. I just like making plays, try to put my team in the right spot, and just be in a great all night.
How vocal is he on the court when he's in that position?
Oh, he's getting better.
Yeah?
You know what? He's quiet until he doesn't get 3 or 4 shots in a row, and then he's going to let you know. Pass me the damn
Great
ball.
mentality.
Right. T-Mac, any words of advice that you can give Giannis? Because you kind of were a facilitator and you played a point.
Well, I mean, he has all the intangibles. He has great basketball IQ. When I came in, I had all the skills. Athleticism, I had it all. But what I couldn't do, I couldn't shoot. And that's what I worked on throughout my career, and I became a really good jump shooter. So now, with your playmaking ability, with you able to create for your teammates, get to the basket with your length, if you consistently at knocking down shots, you'd be one of the greatest to ever play this game, I promise you.
Well, that's high praise. And as you get older, that jump shot comes in handy, right? It's a little nice to do it. One of our producers just said in my ear that they want you to put up your left hand, if you could.
Oh, they're huge.
Okay.
They're huge. I was looking at them. Seriously. The man got some huge mitts, man.
That's just,
Look at that middle finger. Bro.
It's funny. I was in Washington, D.C. when Michael Jordan was, he was doing everything at one point, playing for them, GMing them, whatever he was doing. He was obsessed at the time with being able to players who could and couldn't palm a basketball. He found out a little bit too late that Kwame Brown could not palm a basketball. That is a different story. But that was such a big thing with him. For you, the size of your hands, the ability, what you were able to do, how does that come into play in your game?
Helps a lot. I think it helps me a lot passing the ball. I can, and finishing, obviously. Being able to palm the ball, you can pass the ball a lot easier.
Yeah.
And
finish.
Is that why I don't get a lot of assists? I was, my hands are a little small. They say the Jet don't pass because of my hands.
That's it. Blame it on that, not because you want to shoot. That's totally that's it. Thank you so much for being here. We are expecting you back for years and years to come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.